Welcome to Central Happenings Network. I'm your host, Bellagio Sampler. It's early. This might be the earliest show we've done in a long time. So today, this is just Bellagio Sample. Until I wake up a little, have some coffee. But I wanted to do a show this morning, a quick show, kind of update everyone on the current events. And mainly, I wanted to thank my Patreons, thank the viewers, thank the people to get us to 1,000 subscribers on the backup channel. I don't know how many times we've done this. We've hit 1,000. It's good. It's very good. And I want to thank my Patreons. We got a couple new Patreons this month. I want to thank them all down the line from beginning to end. So thank you, Chris, John, Kevin, Daniel, Lynette, Crusader Sand, Dweez Droid, Alex, Colin, Dr. Z. I assume that's a meme name, but in the event that that is your actual name, I don't want to expose the world to your family practice. So Dr. Z. And then Pat. Thank you very much for being Patreons, for supporting the show. This year, I plan on doing a lot more Patreon exclusive stuff that might help fight the algorithms, put some information out, then release it later. We'll see. But I'm going to be giving back more to Patreon. I also want to thank, we got a $140 PayPal from Mystery Christian Anon, who does not want to be named. But let me read you the message he posted with the random PayPal that I just get in the middle of the day. It's always a blessing, huge blessing. He says, it's a Bible quote, "Little children, yet a little while I am with you. Ye shall seek me, and as I said unto the Jews, whither I go, ye cannot come. So now I say to you, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that you are my disciples, if ye have love one to another." The King James Version, John chapter 13, 33 through 35. He says, "Keep up the good work and God bless." Thank you, Mystery Christian Anon. Truly, for blessing my household. Thank you very much. Let's get into the bunker. Actually, we might go out back. We might go out to the fields right now. We got to turn off the show starts. Let's go get some fresh air. Let's get some fresh air out in the fields with some new artwork from the fans. We have a new Dancing Terry GIF made by the creator of the, I can't think of the official title. It's basically the Epstein Island adventure game, but there's a much better name for it that he came up with. And again, it's very early here. I forgot. Escape from Epstein Island, the adventures of Apu and Pepe on Epstein Island. I'm not sure. Right now, it's too early for me to recall. But what I do know is going on is some amazing stuff. We're all hearing about airplane movements, right? Military movements, military being spotted at rest stops around the country, massive convoys. While we're outside, I can look at my unorganized list of news for this morning. Again, this will be a quick show, mainly just that they say thank you to all the subscribers, getting us to 1,000. I still can't do community posts yet. And maybe it takes a couple days for YouTube to register. I want to pull up one of these articles. Trump is supposed to give a speech today at the Alamo. That's pretty radical. Let's pull up the window so you can see what I'm looking at. People are speculating that the Pope was arrested. Big blackout at the Vatican, police everywhere. Footage of that. A lot of this stuff I'm gonna say, I'm gonna make you be proactive and search for it yourself, for the sake of the time frame I have. There were helicopters over Mike Pence's house. Weird, big helicopters. Massive military movements. And the Q people have been saying that look for Secretary Pompeo's timing of his tweets, how they're going to get quicker and quicker. And supposedly that means that things are happening behind the scenes. National Guard being deployed to Washington, D.C. for January 20th. We're gonna cover all these, don't worry, I'm just jumping around. This is, Nanon says, if you can read between the lines, then you know Mike just told us that good things are happening behind the scenes. Again, throughout all these threads, it's a battle of morale, a battle of optics, a battle of trying to demoralize you. So just enjoy the ride. Right now, at this point in the timeline, we don't know who's right, who's wrong. But I'll tell you one thing, I enjoy seeing the shills in a fluster. I enjoy seeing all the agents in an uproar. Sky King General, there has been massive amounts of military movements. Let's see if I can capture. Some of the video footage. I mean, the planes everywhere, every day, and then every night they turn off all the transponders. This is not an accurate representation of what I'm saying. But I have another thread up about that. Every night for the past 4 nights in a row, the transponders have been turned off. All military planes go dark at nighttime. Very interesting things. You have to understand the logistics of it. The military still use satellite technology for imaging. Chemtrails and cloud cover seeding is still used to this day to obstruct bases, obstruct areas from satellite view. Snowball is saying they removed the Italian president. The Vatican was involved in money laundering and switching Trump votes with satellites. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that too. Here is helicopters around Arlington. Very strange. I mean, if you looked at enough planes all day, you would see a lot of strange patterns. But the odd thing to add to this is the troops at rest stops in Texas, around the country, massive movements around the nation. If anybody has video footage of that that's non-Twitter, let me know. I will show it to the masses. But you guys have seen it. You guys are out there looking, listening, monitoring. Let's pull up the list. They're making lists. They've been making lists for a long time. Government lists of far-right extremist YouTubers. Some of your favorite YouTubers are about to get black-bagged and gulagged. If you know some of these people, you should try to contact them and warn them. They're coming after them. I think Titus Frost just posted on his Twitter a few days ago or a week ago that he was on some list of some Vice news article or something. See, the best thing about Bellagio Sampler and CHN is I play off of the IQ levels of these people. And they are so daft that they wouldn't know whether to put Central Happenings Network on here, or Bellagio Sampler, or both, or CHN, or one of the other various anagrams and names that we have come up with for myself. Based Bellagio. They wouldn't even know where to begin. We are under the radar. It's because of the video games. Their little algorithm admin software. When they look over our channel, they can't break the AI algorithm that is assigned us to video gaming servers. It's all outside of a lot of people's wheelhouse of information, but everyone's on this list that you can imagine. Let's see if the music's too loud. I think that's better. They're also collecting IPs of Twitter users, 4chan users. What does this mean? Does this mean cower in fear, cower in worry? What are they going to do with these lists? The biggest threat that you have, and I've said it in the past, is social media. Is big tech shutting off your ability to buy, sell. Big tech is going to do that. Quite a brother Nathaniel, guys, the Orthodox Christian, so Christians are on this list too, you understand? People that don't like the quartering, that they think they can skirt by, no, they're on the list. I am happy to say that we are not on this list. It's great. Mr. Medicare's on here. No one even knows if he's alive or dead at the moment. Nick Fuentes Clips is on it. Unbelievable. Very funny. We are exiting off of this information. It doesn't scare me. I don't care if they have lists, if they have addresses, nothing. Nothing bothers me. They all know, all the e-celebs, like all your favorite e-celeb. I'm speaking to you right now. Frank Castle, Boogie 1488. These e-celebs that you love all work together, all have contracts, all know where each other live. I'm not bothered by it. The lists have already been made a long time ago by big tech. They've sold the list out to China, to the UN. That's what you have to be worried about. Massive information about possible nuclear war, nuclear attacks. The FEMA agency, Emergency Broadcast Agency, updated their nuclear procedures, I guess. What you're supposed to do in the event of a nuclear bomb. Very interesting timing. Again, as all this is happening, as the military's moving, as Trump is getting on continuity of government planes, flying around the country to different bases, having in-person meetings, non-encrypted, non-big tech meetings away from servers of Google. As this is all happening, Pelosi, the Democrats, the fake Republicans are all trying to impeach Donald Trump. Why? Does he have a gambit up his sleeve? Q2, trust the plan. Obviously a amateur or private plane taking off at a base that also houses military planes, right? This could be anywhere USA. A lot of your local airports use military. For example, in upstate New York, a lot of people don't know this, but the Air Force and military operate outside of, what is it called? Not Newark, but I'm sure Newark in New Jersey also has military. But it's Newburgh, New York, has an airport there. I think it's called Stewart Airport, or is that a gas station that has really good ice cream and soda? Stewart's. Shout out to my New York homies on the East Coast. But I think the airport in Newburgh is also called Stewart. But I don't know. It's very early, and I'm ranting. But anyway, this could be anywhere USA. This looks like it's dry. This could be the Midwest. He's showing that he's taking off and there's military on the runway. Doesn't tell me much, but when you connect the dots of all the different movements around the nation, somebody has to post the Texas rest stop troops. Let me look at the chat, what you guys are saying. Again, I want to thank all you guys for getting us to 1,000 subscribers on the backup channel. We are getting up there with D-Live too. Let's check how many we have on D-Live behind the scenes. It might play some sound. It might double play us. Let's see. We have 343 subscribers on D-Live. It's incredible. Some of you might even be subscribed over there. We have a good amount of people on Twitch. Our oldest channel. It's going to play some noise. Ignore it. I'm going to Twitch. Some idiot playing music. Where's the numbers? I do not see. Well, can't tell at them. We got 3 people watching on Twitch. It's amazing. Thank you very much. We have 140 followers on Twitch, and we have 4 subscribers. That is amazing. DOS official over on Twitch is saying he never liked Jim. Great show, by the way. Thank you very much for watching over here. Bong Hits Long Rips is hanging out on Twitch. Welcome, brother. Okay. Yeah, thank you all. And thank you, Mystery PayPal Anon, Christian Anon. We read your message earlier in the show. You'll have to go back and listen. But thank you all very much, guys. So let's keep going. Some of the information we have. Here's the whole meme that the executive order 13956 is going to be signed or has been signed, and Trump is going to, with the military, take over. What a fantastic idea. Now, there's people out there that are going to tell you impossible. CNN has everything under control. But here at CHN, anything is possible. Especially what we've seen so far. State.gov website shows Trump term ending today. Where? Here we go. Term ended on 1/11/20. Now, why would that be? Why would they state.gov say this? There's rumors out there that Trump is gone, has been Romanoved. Until we see him at the Alamo today, there's anons out there that believe that vein of information. Very interesting. Again, nothing is impossible. 8kun is down, 4chan is next. People are saying there was a massive attack on the Tor Onion networks. The version 3 websites of the Tor network were under heavy attack. Everything from your favorite dark web red rooms to government websites, to comic book websites, to your favorite hitman, hire a dark web hitman websites. If your website on Onion was on version 3, you were under attack. Everyone from left, right, and center, we'll put it. Very odd that they would attack the Tor dark web system during this time that there's supposedly a data leak coming from Isaac Cappy, from Lynn Wood, encryption keys being spread, supposedly big information. Where would you find that information? Possibly the dark web, the deep web. Let's keep going. National Guard, Capitol. 70 terabytes of Parler's users' messages, videos, and posts leaked by security researchers. This is very, this is also in the same vein of information as people making lists. And there is, let's get some fresh air for this one. People out there that invest in social media. People run to me, they're like, oh, Bellagio, they took out your Twitter, where are you gonna go next? Maybe I'm gonna just take a break from these Twitters and Parlers and yadas. That's why if you guys want to stick with Bellagio Sampler and CHN, the best way to do it is follow all my backup channels, especially my brand new 100% safe video game only channel. This will be a crossroads for people to find me and my content. It will never get nuked. And you have to be proactive and look in the description below. You know, there's people out there that have been using YouTube for years, and they have no idea about the description box down below. They have no idea about a little arrow you could press and expand it and read all the links, click on everything. There's people out there that have no idea we have backup channels. These people either live on YouTube and have no concepts of the outside world, or they just are not aware. They're so, I don't even know. I can't think of a scenario. Let's clean the monitor while I talk to you guys. Let's keep this, let's do a little genuine. You hear that? Yep. We're spraying a little spritz. We're gonna clean the monitor a little bit. Okay. There we go. There we go. See, it's so early in the morning that gotta do a couple chores as we do a news show. Okay, monitor's clean. This information on Parler is also bad because allegedly, without going into another thread about it, you could take my word for it. And I'll cover everything. Is that the EXIF data on pictures you posted on Parler have your GPS coordinates in it, and people know exactly where you uploaded that photo. On top of that, the other devil's advocate information about this is there seems to be an alt tech war brewing. No, come to Gab, come to Parler, come here, come to this website. No, Parler's comped, Telegram's comped. When I say in the past that Telegram is comped, I'm coming at it from a meme perspective. I'm coming at it from a perspective that a lot of federal agents like Telegram, a lot of e-celebs love Telegram. But I don't have actual definitive proof that Telegram is a honeypot and collecting your information. I just don't like using Telegram, but will I someday? Maybe, maybe not. I've never signed up for Parler. But right now there seems to be a Super Bowl tribalism forming around their favorite alt tech. DS Official is saying when Nick gets his site up and running, you have to stream. I don't know. Nick doesn't like us over here. I hope he does. I don't think he'll let us on his site. So they're coming for the information. Let's get back to the thread. This Anon is saying World War III has started already. Who do you think owns Twitter, Facebook, Netflix, etc.? Mother effer China deployed a full-scale information warfare, just like World War I, World War II began with massive propaganda and blatant censorship. It's just a matter of time before it escalates to open war. Very interesting take from this Anon. I kind of agree with him. I feel like World War III has already started. We've said it on this show that World War III is the information war, the propaganda war, the censorship war. World War 3.5 is starting soon, possibly World War IV, which is the hot war. So this is a thread about using alternate platforms. Instead of Twitter, use Gab. Instead of Reddit, use Ruckus or Set It. Instead of WhatsApp or Snapchat, use Signal, Jammy, or Telegram. Instead of Discord, use Matrix or Rocket Chat. Now, we have a great Discord. We have great people in it. We don't post sensitive stuff. It's just trading information, showing happenings, having a little conversation and fun. Can there be a rogue admin at Discord that abuses their power and leaks information? Yes, that can happen on any big tech site right now. So, this guy telling people to use Matrix or Rocket Chat, I've never used those. Will I look into them? Maybe. If any Anons out there have any experience with it, let us know. Market Garden is of the ilk saying that no, it's not China. There's an enemy a lot closer to home. It has nothing to do with China. DeFango just built his own social media platform, showed it off in a recent vid. If I had to choose between joining Nick Fuentes' social media platform or DeFango's social media platform, God, that's a hard choice, right? Instead of Facebook, use Minds. Instead of Instagram, use PixelFed. I've never even heard of a lot of these. Instead of Chrome Firefox, use ungoogled Chromium. I've heard of that. Instead of using your default DNS, use Quad 9. That's something new I've never heard of. If you have a Raspberry Pi or a home server, get Pi-hole. Essential browser add-ons, uBlock Origin, and we love that here at CHN. Instead of Gmail, use Tutanoda, MailFence. Instead of YouTube, use DTube. D.tube. We have a DTube account. I think what is that, Steam it, DTube? Is that the same thing? Yeah. They are like, I don't know. It's great that they're there, but they have to update some of their servers. It's great that they exist though. Instead of Windows Mac, use Linux. Instead of iOS Android, use Lineage OS or Graphene. Instead of the ClearNet, use the Darknet. In a previous thread, Pretty good information. Let's see what you guys are saying. Horrid is saying Biden's inauguration is virtual. The president will be an artificial intelligence. Yeah, we predicted that years ago. Artificial intelligent run governments. They are already doing that. Adeptus is saying Caitlin Bennett made a good point. How come Parler gets kicked off of AWS? Because of things Trump supporters post, but Pornhub posts rape vids and CP and is allowed to stay. Same with Twitter. Twitter is a huge child pornography website. Twitter, run by Jack Dorsey. Pixel knock, that's really good. I like that. I haven't heard that one yet, Adeptus. You just red pilled me. I haven't heard that term yet. Pixel knocked. But at this point, whether you are soured or tainted by the Q information or hopium and you just want to crawl back into the cesspool of mainstream media demoralization, that's fine. But in my opinion, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that there is a massive civil war happening behind the scenes. Agency wars, bureaucratic wars. The rumor is that the military is not going to give up Trump. What would the media do? What would the government do if the military in its entirety? That would be pretty amazing, right? The Trump Alamo speech is coming later today. 2 p.m. Eastern today. Trump at the Alamo giving a speech. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Remember the Alamo. What an interesting spot to pick for a supposed final speech. And people are posting about this, spamming it. It must be someone that, you know. It's called Tiblar. It's set to outdo Gab in 6 months. 10 gigabyte file posting, no EXIF data, no IPs, no Google captchas, not controlled opposition. First company to build their own payment processor that accepts crypto, including Gab. Tiblar is not run by Gab AI. Fully encrypted DMs coming later this week. Tiblar has its own worldwide CDN that's not AWS. Tiblar's front end is serverless and the back end serverless conversion is almost finished. Live streaming coming in the spring. This guy's been using 4chan since 2016. He's not going anywhere until it's shut down. Look at some of you Anons out there. Amazing. Yeah, this is the alt tech wars. Use this one, not that one. That one's comped. I don't know. I'm letting the dust settle before I plant my roots anywhere. But Trump at the Alamo, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to be watching it, looking for keywords. I'll record it and I'll do a video on it if anything popular happens. Anything amazing, right? Sentry is holding pattern over British Channel with 2 tankers. Is it happening? Plain people all around the world are watching. Catherine Austin Fitz has a full interview. Planet Lockdown, guys. Documentary I'm going to watch definitely later today. I'm going to post it on all 3 platforms. Oh yeah, the general said that they got Nancy Pelosi's laptop. There's a lot happening behind the scenes, guys. So much that we need you guys to post it in the chat. A lot of glow posting, a lot of actual glow in the dark posts. This anon or federal agent or CIA asset is saying, what do these two images have in common? You know, the AT&T RV, and he's showing a picture of a New York City bridge. Orwell, 1984. Washington Bridge, the Anons are saying. So either they're glowing or letting out a whistle blow in a subtle way. Stay safe out there, put it that way, who knows. Kicking a dog until it bites you, then shooting it and calling it rabid. This is now the left's playbook. The left's playbook is that they're kicking a dog until it bites it and then shooting it and calling it rabid. That's essentially what all the Fed posters and assets want. And that's they still went with the script on the Capitol incitement, right? The big rebellion at the Capitol that was like maybe like 20 people walking through at a tour, right? It looked like a tour. And a window got broke. Oh no, oh geez. But they ran with the script anyway. There was supposed to be herd mentality. All the MAGA people at Trump's rally were supposed to be there when it happened, but they jumped the gun. Trump stalled. We read that on last week's episode. Definitely check that out. How Trump stalled. The script went on according to plan, but nobody was there for the riots except the actors. Isn't that crazy? Biden-Harris is saying their priority will be Black, Latino, Asian, and Native American-owned small businesses, women-owned businesses, and finally having equal access to resources. So if you happen to be white or a male and you own a business, they don't care about you, put it that way. Isn't that going to be amazing? This is the amazing presidency that these intellectuals have gotten you. The intellectuals that caused you not to vote. The intellectuals that told you, oh, you know, Trump's part of it. Just let Biden win, you know? Just let Biden win. It's going to be fine. Trump's part of it. These people really are either unwilling assets or paid shills. But yeah, so white-owned businesses and male businesses will not matter to the Biden presidency. Amazing. Imagine if Trump said that. The media would have a field day. An absolute field day. This Anon says the Dems and media passed the Reichstag burning and now are happy engaging in Kristallnacht or Pixelnacht. If they arrest over 30,000 MAGAs, they break the record. I'm sure a lot of MAGAs were fired and silenced already. I'm sure it sure will end well. It surely will end well. Because they use old, outdated information to freeze you and get you frozen. So like back in the 80s and 90s, people with high IQs knew about the two-party fake system, the Hegelian dialectic. But now with faction war, with the emergence of more than the two-party, two-duality, two-Illuminati, red and yellow system, there are many factions now, all vying for power. So they'll use an outdated meme from 1995 to get you back into the box of not doing anything. Oh, Trump is the same coin, this different side of the same coin. Just let Biden win, bro. Just let Biden win, right? Their tricks don't work around here. They don't work on my viewers, my audience, you Anons out there. They're way more powerful than these multi-trillion-dollar corporate paid shills. They don't want you monitoring the skies. They don't want you monitoring military. All they want you to do is sit and watch mainstream media. Think about that. They just want you to get all your information from Twitter, from social media, from the watering hole at work, from your comped co-workers. A lot of jets around Italy, right? That's what you guys were saying earlier. It looks like the Pope is gone. We are in such a delicate balance in society right now that if you really expect CNN to come online and say the Pope has been arrested, that's not going to happen. If you expect the media to come online and say that there are 7 different factions in Israel, all civil war fighting, they're not going to tell you that. You think the mainstream media that's sold out to China, that loves Apple and big tech, is going to tell you that China is poising to attack America? No, they're not going to tell you. You have to be a big boy or big girl now and look at the information for yourself and come up with your own ideas. Not something you've heard, not something your favorite e-celeb has been telling you for the past 7 years with ineffective fecklessness and funding of epic proportions. This show, Central Happenings Network, is viewer funded, audience funded. Public Patreon, we make $62 a month. God bless, I'm very happy with that. We get random PayPals here and there from based Christian Anons out there. That's what funds us. Let's put it this way. If you are an adult, if you don't live at home with mommy and daddy, if you pay your own bills, explain to me how somebody can sit on a platform that is censoring everyone else and bring to you the same script for 7 years as a full-time job. Who pays his bills? Who's funding them? It must be nice to read the same script for 7 years, right? And Captain Frost brings up a great point. I'm not calling all those people shills. I would like to. And if it was a little bit later in the day, I probably would. Adam Green, I've called a shill openly all the time. I can't say much about Whitney Webb. I don't, personally, this is my personal opinion. And my gut feeling is I don't like her very much. That doesn't mean she does bad work. No. She probably does great work. But High Impact Flicks is a complete degenerate, hippie, commie, socialist, scumbag. I'll say that about him. The Last American Vagabond, I don't know if he's paid or just dumb. But these people on the list, some of these people can be just wrapped up in old ideas, old memes like the two-sided, man, I heard this back in 1984, the Hegelian dialectic, and that runs everything for the rest of our life, eternity. Guys, Hegel, it's all his system. It's never going to change. Faction war. What do you mean there's a 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th faction that's fighting for power? What do you mean there's a radical left commie bloc on top of just the regular socialist commies? It's like there's so much. You can't just say that Trump is part of the same two-sided coin, because obviously he's not. If he were, it would be the greatest acting job, an MK Ultra psyop in the history of mankind. You would need, and the way humans work, you can't get that many humans together and stuff works that smooth. We can't get the heads of every mainstream media outlet, Hollywood producers, Congress, and we can't get them all together to follow the same script to hate Donald Trump. And oh yeah, if we just keep pretending we hate him, the American people will think that he works for us, and it's a two-party system, and oh man, it's like, no, guys, come on. Wake the F up. It's an early morning show, so we have to censor. Before Sesame Street, in the 666 dancing at Sesame Street, right? It's amazing that kid shows, as long as you have enough color in it, like Fortnite, you could show as much ass as you want. If you have enough puppets and music in it, like Sesame Street, you can dance in Satan outfits, 666 dancing. You guys ever hear that one, Sesame Street 666 dance? Google it. But if you're on here with a dancing guy in the bottom right of your screen, God, Bellagio, what a distraction! Your show would be so much better if you just removed the dancing guy. Just remove it, Bellagio. Remove it. Remove it, Bellagio. It's distracting me. I can't close my eyes and listen. Joe Rogan has a podcast. I listen to him, but I can't listen to you. You're never gonna win everyone. You're never gonna convince everyone. You just got to keep doing you and putting the information out there. Your information is so good, but there's an image in the bottom right screen on your show that you don't show yourself that shows if you ever freeze or get shut down, it'll but I can't think of logistics. I can't think of an actual logical reason, technical reason why a moving GIF would be helpful for a show. Crazy. But that's the internet. The internet is always going to have people stuck with one-trick ponies, one-topic ideas, getting roadblocked by dancing GIFs. Get back to the bunker. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, I agree with what Titus is saying. The same people that told you not to vote, Trump is the same coin, Hegelian bullcrap from 1994 MTV Real World Road Rules Challenge. Guys, I mean, it's the real world versus the road rules, guys. It's all the same people in the end. Trump's part of it. He was on The Apprentice. These people are frazzled. Look at this. Look at High Impact Flicks. Does he look like someone you'd want to like share a trench with or share a cup of coffee with? I bet he smells like patchouli and deodorant and like horrible BO. The smell you get from like dreadlocks fermenting. And we're supposed to believe this guy, right? With hundreds of thousands of subscribers, advertisements, YouTube phone numbers, managers at YouTube, working for the same people that hate Trump. Yes. So yeah, your Hegelian dialectic two-party system meme is an accurate meme in the history of mankind, but in 2021, we are way beyond that. We're way beyond some 18th, 19th century gimmicky game. This is now all-out faction warfare vying for the power and control of the world before the Antichrist comes. This is like all the brown nosers and teachers' pets in class, right? And the new teachers coming in next week, and they're all just trying to get ahead of the brown nosing and ass kissing, right? Oh, the Antichrist will love me more. The Antichrist will love me more. And Israel's vying for that. China is a major player. Anyone that tells you that, oh, I mean, China is not a threat, it's all Israel, that is a lie. Guys, can we look at this logically and pragmatically and historically? Israel is a subversive, behind-the-scenes annoyance threat. We send them money, we waste money on a bad ally, but they're like, I don't even know how to put an analogy to this. I'll just put it to you what they are. They will never invade America. They don't have million-man armies. They don't have battle tanks that could invade America. They have invaded America in their own way, in upstate New York, with all the Hasidics buying thousands of acres of property and entire townships being bought by Hasidic Israelis. That is the closest thing you're going to get to an invasion. And it's akin to an invasive species like locusts or carpenter ants invading your home. It's not a big problem. You can deal with it. You can educate people. a real threat that's coming right now is your favorite companies, Facebook, Twitter, oh, my Facebook knitting group, my Facebook homesteading group, oh my God. Your favorite companies have sold you out to China. They sold your information out to China. Apple sold their passwords out to China. Why? For money. Because China is a massive market of untapped potential to these big tech companies if they capitulate, if they bend the knee and censor. And now they have Apple China. They have Facebook China, right? They're all opening up in China servers. Because the New World Order has put their eggs in the Chinese rice bowl, in the Chinese basket. We have to wrap this show up soon. Oh, the alarms are going off. I must get back to work soon. Uh-oh. Let me do this. As I keep ranting about China, guys, we have to keep our heads on a swivel and look at all the enemies of freedom, humanity, and Christianity. Because that's what these people all have in common. They all hate Christianity. From China to the New World Order to Bill Maher. And you want me to take a radical, judgmental, telepathic guess? Even people like Adam Green despise America. People like the last American vagabond. They despise America deep down inside. They hate this country. You know how I know that? By their fruits, we will know their production. By their fruits. And you don't become someone like Last American Vagabond or Adam Green by all they do is complain about how evil America is. Listen, all governments are evil. There's not a government on this earth that is good, benevolent, and kind, caring. So when you get people out there that just bring up America's problems all the time, like, oh yeah, we poisoned this, we did that, we tested syphilis on our own people, we did... Guys, government is evil. Stop trying to attribute that to the entire American system and way of life. The American government, okay, that was controlled for the last 50 years, 60 years, by the New World Order under various presidencies. Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Bush, Cheney, Bush, always back to them. And through the Bush crime family, through the Clinton crime family, they have ran this country into the ground and committed heinous acts. And you have people that, you know, we talked about the dog theory. They keep kicking a dog till it bites them, then they shoot the dog, call it rabid. Well, these celebs, they keep bringing up American failures based off of New World Order failed governments, and then they make it out that America's the bad guy. Oh, I see why the socialists hate us. We're so evil. We shot Iraqi kids, depleted uranium. I don't know one of you out there that decided to use depleted uranium on Iraqi kids. Was it your decision? Did the government ask you for your permission? No, they didn't. So I just dismiss all these people that are anti-American, anti-Chinese threat. They tell you that China's not a threat. And listen, we can make fun of myself included, any e-celeb out there. I don't consider myself an e-celeb, but a lot of you do. We can make fun of all of them. Jones, how crazy Jones is, and how Jewish Adam Green is, but at the end of the day, a broken clock is accurate. Take information from everyone, but learn to identify the bad information, the old memes, the stale memes, the outdated information. There's still people telling you that Saudi Arabia committed 9/11. Listen, they might have had a hand in it. That's how these governments act. When they killed Caesar in Senate, they all had to stab him. They all took turns stabbing him, so they're all complicit. It's like some spiritual ritual they do. And the same thing's happening today with false flags and everything. So whenever somebody tells you that it was just one faction that did something nowadays, I always dismiss that. It's always multiple factions. It's always Mossad and CIA and someone else and Stephen Paddock and with the help of and the FBI. You understand what I'm saying? So all these absolutists out there that say it's just Israel, it's just Russia, it's just China. They are either not looking at the big picture, listening to too many rumors, or they are paid shills. There's multiple scenarios. But really, they hate this country. They hate America. They hate our way of life. They hate Christianity. And these are all the key phrases, the key coincidences that these guys have in common. My final thought before I go is this. We're at 60 frames per second. Crap. That means I'm recording in like high. This is going to be a big file I'm recording. This must be from the last time I played a game and recorded it. Holy crap. You guys are a high quality news stream right now at 60 frames per second for no reason at all. Son of. This is the last thing I'm going to say because I got to go. Nick Fuentes and who's his rival? And I've been watching his rival lately. Oh my God, Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, guys, listen. Look back on the whole East-Celeb war between Nick Fuentes and Charlie Kirk, and now look right now who is giving more effective information right now. Is it Nick Fuentes that went to the Capitol, rallied Baked Alaska to break in? Or is it Charlie Kirk that's doing reasonable news shows to his audience, his kind of Fox News outlying audience, and he's telling them some good information? And he didn't send his people to the Capitol building. So again, that for me is evidence of this faction warfare being played out, of different groups being utilized, different groups of E-celebs, how effective they are, what is their message, are they getting their audience to Fed post, are they getting their audience to be complicit? Or are they putting out good information and letting their audience decide for themselves? As of right now, if I had to choose, I mean, it's obvious. Right now, I am watching Charlie Kirk way more than Nick Fuentes, because Charlie has information he's putting out on a day-to-day. And what's Nick doing on a day-to-day? I don't know. Somebody red pill me. But if you are going to the Capitol, not staying at the Trump speech, right? Baked Alaska didn't stay at the Trump speech. He went on according to the schedule, right? Caused the uproar, and now he's not even getting in trouble, right? And at the end of the day, we have to really just like, who is producing better fruit? You know, who is helping inform the American people better? That is really what it boils down to. If your E-celeb is on the same script from 7 years ago, he's not informing anyone. If your E-celeb is, oh my God, a $20...
donated $20. Private message, love your channel. I was wondering if you could pray for me. I'm really at a point where I want to walk with Christ but keep falling back into drugs, lust, and everything else. Anyways, thanks and keep killing it, Aaron from Boston.
Wow. Thank you for the $20 first and foremost. And secondly, the fact here, look at it this way. The fact that you're falling out means that you were in originally. There's people out there that don't even know God and don't even know that they're sinning, don't even know that what they're doing is bad. So it's good that you know that. That's you're 10 steps ahead of the average sinner. Here's step number 2. We are all sinners. Bellagio's not better than you. Bellagio struggles. We all struggle. If there's someone out there that you think is a perfect person, that person is the complete opposite of that. Put it that way. But I have to pull up my Streamlabs behind the scenes because I want to say your name right. I used to have a tab for Streamlabs. It's been a long time. Log into Streamlabs with YouTube. With this account, CHN3. allow. Wow, that might have, I don't even know. God, everything's connected. So like my Central Happenings Network and this channel. So I hope I can even read this. Come on. Trying to connect. Oh, okay. No, I got to sign in with the Central Happenings Network one. Yep. And Central Network. Allow. Let me in. Okay, I can read this now. Amazing. Thank you again. I'm going to say a good prayer for you. This is why I want to get this. If only I knew how to use it. If only I knew analytics, maybe? There's got to be a way to read the donation. Here it is. Gotcha. Private message. Aaron from Boston. We're going to pray for you. He said again, love your channels. Wondering if you could pray for me. I'm really at a point where I want to walk with Christ, but keep falling into drugs, lust, and everything else. Okay. The fact that you want to walk with Christ is all you need. Know that you are walking with Christ and that it's not going to get easier. It's not like an instant switch, that the devil's going to come against you and tempt you even more. God never tempts his people. It's just the devil. So every time you fight that temptation, you're earning God money and a victory. But you're not going to be perfect. The best you could do is fight every day and fight the devil's temptations and pray to God more whenever you get these urges. Go to your Bible, read the Bible more. That'll take you away from. And stay with Christ. That's all. That means always repent. So you mess up today, you do some drugs, you have to repent honestly. And that, like, an honest repenting, that should stop you from doing drugs next time a little longer, and then a little longer. Maybe the next time you go a week without doing drugs, and then you slip back into it, you wake back up, you pray, you repent. Maybe that keeps you from doing it for 2 weeks, but you got to keep fighting. It's a constant battle. But dear Jesus, I want to pray for Aaron from Boston that you help him fight these urges, fight the devil, and you keep him, Lord, in the shadow of your wings. Protect him, make him prosper. And I thank you, God, for putting it on his heart to want to do this himself. In Jesus' name, amen. And you will be successful in this. Just stick with God. And thank you for that $20, brother. That is icing on the cake. You can always just at me at CHN. I might not read it right away, but I always try to go back and read it. Roll up. That even I'm ranting. He asked earlier, do I have a Streamlabs? And maybe one of you answered him, but that's amazing. Thank you, guys. I do have a Streamlabs. All the links are down below. Everything still works. But no one's perfect out there. The devil will use whatever he can to distract you. It could be politics, pornography, drugs, even obsession, like working out too much. If you work out more than you read the Bible, that could be bad, right? So everything in balance. And I think oh man, I don't think I did what I had to do, did I? Maybe I did. I do have to get back to work though. So we're going to have to end this show on that note. Where is my music? I want to thank you all for a great show as usual. Listen, none of us have the answer. None of us know the hour or the day of the return of the King, but it doesn't take eyes to see that something's happening behind the scenes. Something major is happening. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you that it's definitely military. It's definitely QAnon. It's anyone telling you definites right now doesn't know. I'm telling you to enjoy the ride, trust in God, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. And on that note, I want to thank my Patreons again. At the beginning of the show, I gave you all a shout out. I want to thank the Mystery Christian Anon with the 140 donation yesterday in the middle of the day to surprise me. And I want to thank Aaron from Boston with an amazing $20 Streamlabs donation, knocking the dust off Streamlabs, testing out Streamlabs for all of you. It still works, it still talks, it still has that robot voice. What a blessing you are, all of you. People that just share the channel, people that subscribe to the backups, you are a true blessing. You keep me motivated to do this because this isn't my full-time job. I don't have contracts like Big E celebs out there to sit here all the time. I wish I did. It'd be fun. I would love to be able to do a daily show for you guys. Someday we'll see what 2021 brings. Maybe I'll have to form a church, right? We'll see. Thank you all for watching. You guys rock and inspire me. I have to go man my desk at the NSA, Bellagio. I wish. I just wish I made some good money. Put it that way. If the NSA is hiring, I'm available. I just would like a five-figure salary in the high 99999s. I don't know, guys. I don't work for anyone, any agency. But if you're hiring and you love God, I'm available. You have to love God though and work for God. Whatever agency wants to hire me. And I can't believe. I'm just thinking of something funny right now. I'm not going to say it, but everyone, you guys are amazing. I was thinking about the social media stuff earlier. Somebody said DeFango made his own social media, like coded it and all that. I'm just thinking about agencies and governments. And is DeFango hiring? DeFango, we know you hate God, so I can't work for you. But do you want to hire me to be your personal Jack Dorsey of DeFango's DeFango Tube? Oh my God. I'll believe anything in 2021, even that. The guy is pretty tech savvy, it looks like. Could he have coded his own social media? Yes, it's 2021. Anything's possible. But this is fantastic information. So let's see what today brings. The Alamo. I'll be watching. We'll see what happens. Yeah, ham radio 14.888 is the 4chan ham radio honeypot, I guess. I haven't spoken on it, but I've listened. Oh my God. Yeah, Shinona, they run a huge public Minecraft server. They're really big in the Minecraft scene. And they've offered for us to go join their server. I think they posted it in the Discord and here. And I haven't been yet, but that would be funny if we went to your Minecraft church you built and I did a sermon there. That would be 2021 in a nutshell. Guys, have a great rest of your day. God bless. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spreading the videos. Thank you for being a part of the channel. And thank you for donating and blessing my family. Fat Farm. Oh my God. Fatster. It's like Napster, but Fatster. No, I'm just goofing out. We're just busting balls here. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, except at least DeFango, we know where he stands. I'm more concerned with the Adam Greens of the world, the people out there with the same one-trick pony scripts, pretending that Trump is as bad as Biden. That's incredible to me. God bless you all. Have a great rest of your day.